Today we're going to talk about the Zarn Effect Advanced. Advanced, we call it, because there was an original Zarn Effect that we did several years ago, a software program, and it was very, very effective. However, in our latest database studies, the database that Len has been building and perfecting over the last couple of years showed that the Zarn Effect had a lot more potential than we originally thought, so we came up with the Zarn Effect Advanced. Now, basically, this program improves on the other program considerably by focusing on winning situations under certain circumstances and certain conditions. You'll see here that the Zarn Effect, number one, it is an odds-based methodology. It relies heavily on previous odds to predict future performance. And you can see here that the areas that it did best in overall, and again, we looked at large number of races, like in allowance races, we had close to a 28% hit rate, 30%, 30.4% ROI. Claiming races, and it didn't seem to matter what claim. We looked at everything from 5,000 up to 100,000. Had the win rate was a bit smaller, only at 24%, but he got some nice prices, so he had a positive ROI of 27%. Also, in the 5.5 to 6 furlong distances, we had almost 35% winners with a positive ROI of 25%. Again, a good win percentage, a little bit shorter prices than in the claiming category. And in 6.5 to 7.5 furlongs, 7 furlongs, we had a 25% win rate and a 14% ROI. Interestingly, even in stakes races, we had a 27% win rate. And stakes races, again, which are extremely contentious races, we still got a 10% overall ROI. So, and also on the exactas, we found the exactas, they don't come up that often, but what they do, they're very positive, about a 40% win rate. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Zarn Effect, it was developed by a fellow named Peter Zarn, Belgian computer scientist. He developed methods to play actually in Australia, in Europe, in Australia, called his method the Zarn Effect. But what happened is he met Dr. Robert Anthony, several years ago, and together they developed the methodology to also work on U.S. races. And so Bob Anthony had a lot to do with converting this to the actual usage in the U.S. tracks. And again, it has worked very, very well. Our database studies show this is one of the most effective overall in allowance and claiming races, one of the most effective programs that we have. And again, the basic premise is it does use past odds. And it's a relatively simple formula, but it's just no one else ever seemed to have put this together before. On the webpage, we also show you the database studies of different tracks, the overall win rate, the ROI, and for different tracks in both win and exactas. Most of these are positive numbers. The ones in the purple were negative numbers. There are a few of them, mostly at the smaller tracks, but again, that's there for you to take a look at. And basically, the screen that we come up with concentrates on, again, total points like a lot of our systems do, but this bases it all, again, on odds. Going back several races on odds, has a jockey percentage input as well. And what we found overall is when, again, it's a spot play, but when you do get a play, it's very, very seldom does it not hit the board, especially with the Zarn Effect Simple. There's two parts of the Zarn Effect Simple and Zarn Effect Overlay. The Overlay tends to get bigger prices, but even the Simple can get some good prices. Here, the horse named Gordon Anthony at Golden Gate won in page 1620. And so we do get a lot of prices. You'll get a lot of prices in the $5 to $18 range. You don't get a lot of heavy-duty favorites, but you do get a lot of nice in the middle horses from $5, $9, $10, and it's very, very, very consistent. We have a printed out the results of a Golden Gate card. And again, this is very typical. We didn't just pick this card out because it had 4 wins on it, but this is pretty typical what you'll get. Normally you only get 3 to 4 plays a day, but here we had 6 total because a couple of times we had 2 plays, both on the simple and the overlay. But here you had 6 plays, 4 wins. One of them was a 16-20, and 2 horses came in third, including this horse in the first. It was 12-1 and came in third. So it does hit with some nice prices hitting the board. Taking a look at the actual software, here we see. Again, it's like if you've used our software for more previously, you'll be familiar with this. But basically, here's the opening screen. We're going to open Golden Gate on the first, I believe. No, I'm sorry. This is the 13th of February, so just a couple days ago. And in this case, for example, when we hit the total points, we see should be illegal comes up on top. This horse won in a short field and paid $760, which was kind of a gift. The horse Great Power was 2-5 and ran dead last, and Zarn didn't even rate the race. And then here's the Gordon Anthony race again, and he's a lone qualifier. A lot of times there's just one qualifier, and those horses are often pretty potent. Here we see we got Gordon Anthony. He paid like 16 and change. Another horse came up in the overlay. And interestingly, the overlay horse was even money, and this horse ran 4th. So it's very, very simple to use. Again, we have all the new features as well, like our snapshot. That'll show you. You simply click on snapshot, and it'll present you with will present you with all the different handicapping factors that went into the particular race. Here's a nice example of this Klondike Creek, who had all kinds of trouble. And next time this horse runs, he's probably going to be really, really tough. Horse picked Klondike Creek. I think it was about 7-1. Ran 4th or 5th, but probably should have at least been 2nd. So again, that's a horse you want to watch out for. So at any rate, that's basically what the Zarn Effect Advanced is all about. So take a look at it on our website. And if you have any questions whatsoever, just give us a call. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.